Today on The Young and the Restless, Nick takes one for the team and almost bleeds out like he's in a telenovela. Carter can't lie fast enough to keep the cops off him, and Jack is ready to tell Billy, boy bye, or fortis, and honestly, I support that message. Okay, besties, buckle up, because this episode was as chaotic as Kyle's hair and as messy as Audra's love life, and that's saying something. Let's get into it. Let's start with Kyle and Audra again. These two can't even pass each other in a hallway without throwing shade, accusations, and sexually confusing insults. We find them in the middle of the maze, again, because where else would two emotionally unstable exes go to hash it out? Kyle opens the convo by telling Audra she smells like the scent of agonizing defeat. Sir, who taught you to roast like that? Nikki? Audra tries to play it off with her classic, I'm just vulnerable, not evil routine, but Kyle is not here for it. He's rolling his eyes so hard they're probably in another time zone. He reminds her that she was never in it for love, just for the power, and maybe a little bit for his jawline. She threatens to scratch his eyes out, and I believe her, she's that girl. But Kyle, in peak self-righteous mode, tells her he's already spilled all the tea to Victor and Nikki. Audra says that was dumb. Kyle's like, you're dumb. And then she goes full soap villainous and says he's not good enough for Claire and he knows it. Girl, just say you're bitter and go. Meanwhile, Jack and Diane are in their cozy little train car having some sleepy time therapy. Diane's reading Jack like an Oprah guest, talking about how he's clearly spiraling over Billy. Jack admits it. He's over his brother's drama. He's done being his emotional garbage man. Jack's really out here sipping and pondering life like he's in a Lifetime movie. He says maybe the best thing he can do for Billy is walk away. Sir, this ain't a Facebook breakup post. This is family. Diane tries to pep talk him, but Jack's halfway to cutting Billy out of the will. Now let's go to Sharon and Nick. And baby, this whole escape attempt went very sideways. Sharon picks a lock like she's auditioning for Ocean's 11 Genoa City edition, and Nick opens the door like he's Batman. But surprise, there's a guard. Nick lunges, gets thrown against a rusty chest, tetanus vibes, and slices himself open like he's in an episode of Grey's Anatomy. He does manage to knock the guy out with a bottle though, hero vibes, but then he's like, Sharon, I can't walk. Go on without me. Sir, if you don't stop acting like this is Titanic. Sharon runs to Billy, yes, that Billy, who is busy schmoozing it up with Kane. And listen, this combo, pure delusion. Billy shows up all, hey bro, and tries to bond with Kane like they're the Hardy Boys. He's basically pitching a let's be business besties plan to Kane. Meanwhile, Kane's like, I just invited Jill to brunch and she ghosted me, let me live. Billy drops the bomb that he wants to buy Jack out of Abbott Communications and basically tells Connie, you and me were more alike than me and my actual brother, which is a red flag and a therapy topic all in one. But Kenny's like, oh, love that for you, but I've got drama on my plate. And before he can even blink, here comes Sharon yelling about Nick bleeding out in the storage room. Yup, mood change. 911 energy activated. Cut back to Nick in the storage room. He's trying to pep talk his own open wound like it's a motivational speaker. You're fine, it's just a scratch. Sir, that's a gash, not a paper cut. Sharon and Billy run in and Nick is pale, sweaty, and barely conscious. They're stranded, there's no doctor, and Billy is trying to stop the bleeding like he's not squeamish. It's giving Die Hard, but make it daytime TV. And finally, drum roll. Detective Chance is questioning Carter, and y'all, Carter is sweating. Chance tells him, your story doesn't match the groundskeeper's. And Carter's like, well, maybe he's confused. Boy, you're confused. Victor strolls in like the godfather of Genoa City and asks the real question. Did you plant the bloody knife in Nick's room? Carter gets offended like they just insulted his mama. But then he drops the tea. He's been working for Mr. Dumas for 2 years and owes him everything. And that's not suspicious at all.